So here I am at Teaminal, I think. Teaminal, is that how you pronounce it? Okay, so agile without the overhead. Make your agile team stand up, retro, and ticket sizing meetings asynchronous with Teaminal. Get started free. Main CTA, get started free up in the navigation area as well. Free for 15 users, no credit card required. Good to know up front. Okay, so create account. I almost feel that I don't know. Sorry, I'm just looking. I'm not sure if you have any testimonials. I'm sure you probably have. I almost feel that it might be nice because this box here is very wide, a lot wider than I think it needs to be. So I would be tempted to maybe sort of pare this down a little and maybe have a couple of 2 or 3 testimonials over here on the right, and help give people a nudge in the right direction, create confidence and all that. So create account. So you've got company name, full name, corporate email, and password. I think already that's asking for a lot. You want people to get in. Basically, as a user, we want to get in and out as quickly as possible because we want to know if this is the right solution for us. So if there's nothing here that isn't needed now for the user to benefit from your service, then I would ask for it later. Do you need the company name now? If so, what's it for now? The full name, corporate email. One thing about the corporate email is, again, if we are maybe say a product manager or whoever, we are just testing out services on our own that we then later have to share with people who decide who are going to make, then maybe we're not going to use a corporate email. Maybe we don't want to. So one thing is to allow them to use other platforms, Gmail, etc. And the other thing as well, again, obviously you'll have more data on this than me about the importance of using a corporate email or not, because we tend to think that if people are using a Gmail account or something, then it's just going to be spammy and they're not serious. But we forget that people value their privacy as well, and that for me personally, I would always use my Gmail to test out any piece of software. If I then have to later update it to a more relevant email, then I will. So maybe giving them the option to create an account, using their Google or something is not necessarily a bad thing. So yeah, I would definitely think about what information do I really, really need now, or do we really need now for the customer to actually even be able to benefit from this, because, for example, what happens if I do put in my Gmail account here? Well, I get some kind of error. No. So, okay. So I would definitely, if it was mine, I would consider moving that, and definitely want to pare down that sign up form, make it as short as possible. Like I said, we can always get, if it is vital information, we can always get it later. Okay, so I guess you're using some kind of theme or something here. This looks very standardized with Tailwind or something, but so I'm dropped straight into what is the body of the app, the main body of the app, and I can see there's a very small message up here encouraging me to complete my onboarding to get the most out of Teaminal. Because so we have I have all these things in front of me. Status update, planning poker, and obviously I'm not the ideal client here at all, target customer at all. This is not something that I'm particularly involved with, so knowing what all this is probably more relevant to some than to others. But definitely just being dropped into the app with no real help. The whole, whether a user chooses to go through onboarding or not is up to them. but I would definitely put that before them rather than saying, hey, if you want to go through this, let's have a look by clicking on this. Okay. Onboarding, organization settings, etc., log out. The fact that this is in red with a big red X makes me think that something's wrong, that it's an error. Go home and use the share a status input. So if I go back to complete onboarding, okay, yeah, that it definitely gives me the feeling that there's something wrong. You know, it looks like that something is not as it should be. It's actually not bad the way you've got the list going through here. So what, you know, do these things, and then you will get your kind of your green tick, your thumbs up. But I would almost want to share that directly from here. I mean, you could even have that as the first item on your list, but give a bit more of an explanation. You know, say, hey, you know, to get the most out of Teaminal or whatever, you want to get these things done. Hey, to share your first status update, you know, do this, and then you get your green tick, or to, you know, inviting your team members, go and do this and blah, blah, blah. Because having it hidden, like you said, it is great to always give users a choice. But this kind of gets lost a little. It's great that you do have it fixed, so at least it does stay there, but I would want to bring it there, give them the option to cancel out, and then also give them the option then to always be able to go back and find it again. You know, so many SaaS don't do that. Once you click out of the onboarding, that's it. I'm guessing if I click hide onboarding message, then that's gone forever. Let's have a look. Kind of, but you're still nudging them with this at the top as well. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if you keep nudging them for everything else. You know, everything else that I failed to fill out there, I don't know if you'll keep nudging me on this, and if so, that's good. Again, it's always cool to give them a way to get back to that, because like, oh no, damn, maybe I didn't mean to, you know, click away from that or close it. It'd be nice to get back. But it's definitely nice that you can actually do these things while using the app. It's a nice way to show them how to use the app, because most SaaS will typically just say they click here to do this and click there to do that, and that will be it, you know, like the guided walkthrough. So the fact that you have them fulfilling tasks in order to learn how it works, then that's nice. So you've got two ways to get home. It's never great to have two navigation elements to take you to the same place. Yes, you can learn that they both take you to the same place, but it can be a bit confusing at the beginning. So new poker, new refine, new retro, great. I'm guessing notifications will come up here. Don't have any notifications. And then I was going to say then my profile, but no, it's everything. Onboarding. Because typically once we see our name and an avatar, we think, our profile. We associate our name to our profile. It's all about me kind of thing. But you've got everything. So, again, users will learn this quick enough. That everything is here, but you might want to think about, because you have, because you're using the profile icon for account settings. So are they really account settings, or are they profile settings? You know, because it's got my username, my name, time zone, email. I would think of that as profile. These are things that can be tricky to sort of to divide. But you might want, if account settings is actually profile kind of thing. If it is profile, then you definitely want to delete account out. But you might want to reconsider sort of naming this if you want to have every single setting under it. as to something like, you know, account settings, even though you have account settings here, if that makes any sense. Okay, but I mean, it is actually pretty nicely organized. I mean, basically, I would just try and bring the onboarding. Oh, look, you can get back to it. Okay, maybe I missed the fact that we said you can get back to onboarding here. I would actually just try and bring that into the flow. I think you'll see a lot more people following that through with the instructions then as well. Especially almost if that was to be a sticky element within the scroll until they had fulfilled those elements, you know. I'd reconsider using the red again, because, you know, it kind of gives the impression of it's an error as opposed to something that it would be helpful for them to do. But yeah, apart from that, it's looking good. It's looking good. Well done.